Just a couple of points about that horrific episode yesterday in the CBD. It is a measure of the times we live in that the story has gone all over the world. And lots of talk about heroes. 4 young men decided, we'll get this bloke. 3 Poms from Manchester. We're proud of them. And the brothers, Paul and Luke O'Shaughnessy, and Luke apparently a Thai boxer, and a fellow called Lee Cuthbert. And then from the suburbs of Sydney, Alex Roberts. You saw the pictures of the 20-year-old attacker on the Mercedes-Benz car. About 2 vehicles in front was a fire engine. The fireys climbed out. They joined in as well. This is courage, impulsive courage, a willingness to put yourself in danger so that others will be removed from danger. One of the great ironies of the legal system is you can't really arrest people based on their intention. Much will be said about this bloke being out on bail, having a history of mental illness. He had faced court in June on a weapons charge. He had been caught with knuckle dusters. It prompts the thought, in our day, we went to the movies to watch Bing Crosby and Doris Day. Now you go to the movies to watch violence. Violence is entertainment. As I've said many times, for hundreds of years, the great artists of the world imitated life. There was a paddock with cows grazing on it, and the great English artist Constable gloriously depicted that. Margaret Olley, the remarkable Australian artist, and her bowls of fruit, art imitating life. Well, today, shooting and killing and stabbing and murdering are called film art. Why then are we surprised that life is imitating art? Nonetheless, it's the nature of free society that we can't arrest people on the presumption that they may be about to do harm. No one can be arrested on the presumption that in 2 hours' time they might like to murder me. The arrest can only occur after the event. So there will be people saying he was on bail, why was he on the streets? But as the police rightly said, and to be fair to the courts, the history of his previous behaviour bears no relationship to the horrific episodes of yesterday. The fellow was screaming that he wanted to be killed and shot, the usual Allah Akbar, God is the greatest stuff. And of course, it is today a USB full of all this stuff about recent massacres. Unfortunately, it can simply be summed up by saying this is the world of today. But the police rightly had the final say. Detective Superintendent Gavin Wood, splendidly in charge of operations at Day Street in the middle of Sydney, said to the people of Sydney and Australia, the most appropriate response for us is to get on with our lives. We need not live in fear. We have outstanding people in the world of intelligence. We've got a totally dedicated police force who virtually offer their lives every day to protect us. So, a tragedy indeed. Many families are grieving, but we can still be grateful for the kind of country in which we live. One final thought, though. Well done, John Howard and the gun laws. It doesn't bear thinking about if this country embraced a culture where every person who wanted a gun had access to a gun. Even in the face of tragedy yesterday, we've got a lot to be grateful for.